But these are things that we're working on, we're practicing, they seem to have it down, and we still have a few of those in games. Obviously, production was good. I think it was 7 or 9 punts out of 9 punts or something. I don't know. A lot of 3 and outs, got a couple of turnovers, really dropped 3 other turnovers. We've got to start making those plays with the ball. So I mean, there's a lot to be happy about, a lot to be pleased about, but I'm not satisfied because I think we continue to make some mistakes that are unacceptable.
Ellis, both your starting linebackers go down with injuries. What's the status of each of them?
They're kind of day to day. Cass he actually got kicked in the chin, caused a little mild concussion. He seemed pretty good today. We don't do much on Sundays, but he did practice. And Frost was moving around a little bit. He got hit. He fell on the interception. Fell on his leg. But we got a bunch of them. One of them got a bruised shin. We've got a bruised bone. We've got that Swain's got a very mild sprain. They did a lot of cut blocking, and most of it was legal, but there were a few that were not seen, not called. But it was a lot of that, a lot of ankles and stuff like that. But just banged up. Need these 48 hours for sure.
Do you know, at least with Cass in particular, if he'll be able to play this Saturday?
We don't know at this time. We go through all that protocol, and certainly want to be on the side of caution with that.
How did you think the guys played when they were out?
The guys in place of them?
Right.
They played pretty well. We did 2 of those missed checks where we got messed up on a check defense was when they were gone. Maybe they would have busted it too, but the backups didn't handle it well. They played overall pretty well, but there were some of the controls, quarterbacking with the defense, there were some issues. And if the other guys don't practice, at least the other guys, the new guys, the young guys, they get more of the reps, they'll be more prepared next time.
Just look at you guys, remembering last year, just seems like you're more aggressive. Can you see the difference?
Yeah, I think, we played aggressively last year. I think probably what you see is people a little more sure of what they're doing. Obviously, confusion causes hesitation, and last year we were new in the system, maybe tried to do too much too early. But we had a lot of players that couldn't pull the trigger. They weren't really sure of what they were doing. But it wasn't a lack of aggression. I think it was more a lack of knowledge and being comfortable within the system. There's no question that's better. So that's hopefully contributing to a lot faster play and that type of thing. But we do still need to get a little bit cleaner mentally.
What have you seen out of Brandon Harris, LSU's quarterback? They've had some issues there at quarterback playing 2 guys, with Harris especially. What have you seen?
I haven't seen a lot of film yet. I did get to see some of the Mississippi State game where he came in at the end. They made some really good throws, and they were playing a soft defense, trying to, more or less use the clock to their advantage, but he still made some really good throws. I know from just communication, just talking with someone, that he was replaced the other day in the game and came in and really did pretty well. So I'm anxious to sit down and study the film. Both the kids are good athletes. They're mobile. They can move around. Obviously they know more about it than we do, but I think both of them are very capable of moving their offense, and they both give you a lot of problems with the mobility. We played a really good quarterback Saturday, probably the best pocket quarterback we've played so far this year, but he wasn't nearly as mobile as these kids from LSU, so that's another issue that we've got to contend with again.
Usually at this point in the season, you have a good read on guys from film, and 4 games, 5 games of the season. How difficult is it? As you said, you don't really know a lot about this Harris yet.
Yeah, you always have that lack of knowledge. That's kind of always makes coaches nervous. But, we'll look at the film. It really can't affect a whole lot of what we would do from a plan standpoint. But I think the players have to be aware, the biggest thing to be aware of is athleticism and the things they can do to hurt you if we don't cage them up in the pocket.